The following video is not affiliated with any support groups, religions, treatment centers, or institutions. This is an editorial and is not medical advice. Enjoy. Okay, addiction recovery. The topic is charlatans. Start the timer right now. So what do I mean by charlatans? Well, charlatans are people who trick individuals or extort money from individuals, who are con artists, and it's often under the guise of maybe providing some sort of cure or treatment. And you can see them a lot in spiritual realms, and by that I mean not the spiritual realm, I mean circles. So there can be folks that say that they are spiritual healers when they are really just performing magic tricks, right? So the reason why I talk about this in addiction recovery is that it's important to know that there are some folks out there that have no real training or ability that might be, preying on individuals who are newly sober or who are trying to get sober, and they will say, hey, I've got this way of fixing the way that you are. All you need to do is pay me and I'm going to fix you. See? That's all the time I have. Okay, now it's time for me to grade and evaluate what I just said. Okay, so first of all, I tripped up. I was like spiritual realm. Well, I meant spiritual circle or communities of spiritual folks or those who believe things to be spiritual. The spiritual realm, that is something completely different. Like we could be talking about another space outside of the physical realm. So tripped up there. That really kind of tripped me in my minute and caused me to maybe not provide the most succinct answer. So I want to start with magic tricks, right? Beware of that, right? Beware of someone who can do something just absolutely astonishing and supernatural as a way to prove that they are a appropriate spiritual care provider, right? I don't think that there need to be any tricks to prove that you are someone who can provide spiritual care. So then we come across this problem, right? Like, where is the line between religion also participating in charlatanism, right? There's the term quackery, religious quackery. When religions say they can do amazing things and they kind of have a monopoly on these amazing spiritual miracles, which, sure, miracles happen, right? But, it comes back to magic when someone's claiming that they have the power to do things. So over time, religion has produced different quacks. So, quackery is kind of the same as a charlatan or a con person, right? Organized religion has claimed to do things that indeed cannot be done. And so, sometimes organized religion falls into the realm, I guess I said realm again, of magic tricks and charlatanism. But a lot of the time, organized religion can provide appropriate and helpful spiritual care. So, be aware of that, So in recovery, there's the same problem. Be aware that there are some people out there that might be over-promising. And I think that is the key term here. If something seems too good to be true, that, there is, no work involved and you can just have the magic wand waved and all of your addiction woes be healed, well, beware of that over-promising. Now it brings it to myself. Like, what do I do as a spiritual care provider providing spiritual care for an addict? Well, I don't promise anything that I cannot do. So what are my special powers, right? As a spiritual care practitioner, I think that listening, that is an appropriate superpower in many realms. Realms again. I said realms again, I guess. Yeah. So listening's a great power, right? You can do so much just by listening to someone in the spiritual setting. there's the other aspect of sensing, like, looking at a person, seeing what their body language is saying, seeing what their tone of voice is saying, and sense where their hurt is. I think that spiritual care providers can really do that. They can look at a person and be like, hey, this is what's going on. And then you kind of explore deeper where that pain is for the individual, so they can be in a nice a space, and that's the other part. Providing a comfortable space for healing, providing a comfortable space for someone to lay all these things out on the ground for them. And then I normally wrap the session up that I have with someone, wrap it up with a prayer too, and address all the things that I have encountered over the session, over the counseling session, where I can just say, oh, wow, yeah, this is what's going on for you. And I am going to show that I have faith that there can be a spiritual remedy for this in prayer. So that's what I have to say about charlatans. Now let's grade my response. So I thought it was a decent answer, but again, not my best work. It was a little disorganized. So I'm going to give myself a rubber bouncy ball, one of those super bouncy balls that you would get out of a coin machine back in the 80s. One of those balls that's pretty good. It's got a lot of bounce to it. It's lots of fun to play with, but you often lose it because it'll go up on a roof or it'll just bounce off into the woods, which is kind of where my answer went. And I'm going to give myself a board game with no pieces because, you set it out, you're ready to play, but then you realize that all the pieces are gone, which was a little bit like my answer, which I'd give myself in the mid 60s, probably a 65%. I had quite a bit to clean up, but it was a difficult topic, it's hard to determine what a charlatan is when you look at religion and spirituality as a whole. So that's my video for today. I want to thank you again for tuning in. It's been another wonderful experience sharing this kind of stuff with you, and ask a question in the realm of the comments, and I'll probably I will answer it in the realm of the next video. And thanks for coming out. Share this video with anyone you want, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for tuning in.
There's plenty more videos for you to watch linked right here. And consider going over to my Patreon page at patreon.com/Seth Perry and maybe support the channel. There'll be more videos coming soon. Until then, thank you and have a great day.